A long time ago there was a famine in Bethlehem, so Naomi and her family went away to a land called Moab that had plenty of food. After many years, Naomi decided that she needed to go home to Bethlehem. She was all alone because her husband and 2 sons had died. Ruth had been married to one of Naomi's sons and said she would go to Bethlehem with Naomi to look after her. She was very kind and loyal, and even though Ruth was a Moabite, she promised to love God faithfully. When they got to Bethlehem, everyone was happy to see Naomi again and saw how kind Ruth was to her. Naomi and Ruth were very poor and had no one to help them, but Ruth went to the cornfields every day to pick up bits of corn left by the harvesters. These cornfields belonged to a farmer called Boaz. He saw how hard Ruth worked to look after Naomi, and would tell his workers to leave grain behind for Ruth to collect. When Ruth came back with lots of grain, Naomi knew that Boaz was a kind man and thought he would make a good husband for Ruth. They got married and had a son. Naomi was very happy and thanked God for Ruth and Boaz and their family.
All right, so we're going to have a quiz to see how closely you are listening. So question number 1, why did Naomi leave Bethlehem? Was it because there was a famine, there was no food, or there was a plague of lots of frogs? Ew! So if you think it was because it was a famine, put your fingers on your nose. If you think it was because of a plague of frogs, put your fingers on your ears. So famine, nose, frogs, ears. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3... Go! Yes, it was because there was a famine in Bethlehem. Well done. Okay, question 2. Where did Ruth come from? Did she come from Addleston? So jump up and down if you think Addleston, or Moab. Drop to the floor if you think Moab. So jump up and down for Addleston or drop to the floor for Moab. So where did Ruth come from? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Yeah, it was dropped to the ground from Moab. She was a Moabite, wasn't she? Next question. Were Ruth and Naomi rich or poor when they returned to Bethlehem? So thumbs up for rich or thumbs down for poor? Up for rich or down for poor? Were Naomi and Ruth rich or poor? What do you think? Yes, they were poor when they returned to Bethlehem. Well done. Okay, so Ruth picked corn, didn't she, for food? But who did the cornfield belong to? Did it belong to Moses or Boaz? So put your hands on your head if you think it was Boaz, or put your hands on your toes if you think it was Moses. So head for Boaz, toes for Moses. Have a think. Was it Boaz or Moses? Yes, the cornfield belonged to Boaz, didn't it? I love it. She just happened to go to Boaz's field, didn't she? But why did Boaz like Ruth? Was it because she was beautiful? Give your legs a wiggle if you think it was because she was beautiful. Or was it because she was kind to Naomi? Give your arms a wiggle. So legs wiggle if she was beautiful. Arms a wiggle if it's because she was kind and looked after Naomi. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes, get those arms wiggling. He liked because she was kind and loyal to Naomi. But I would also say that makes her beautiful as well if you're kind. Now, was Naomi happy or sad at the end of the story? So big smiles if she was happy, or cry if she was sad. Have a party if she was happy, or cry if she was sad. Was she happy or sad, guys? 1, 2, 3. Yes, have a big party because Naomi was so happy at the end of the story. Well done. So this shows us that even though the story starts sad, God still uses it for his beautiful purposes. Indeed, Ruth was actually King David's great-grandmother and Jesus's great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. How cool is that, hey? So we've now got some worship from the lovely Wayland family, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye!
Who's going to sing?
Ready?
Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, and He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe, and beyond my wildest dreams. And He loves me, and He loves me, since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great in his hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, rises deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. And he knows me and he loves me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands. And he holds us in his hands.
Shout it.